Hi, this is Dave with the Security Cylons, and with everything going on in the world today with malware and ransomware, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about a great program called Malwarebytes. Now, Malwarebytes is a great tool. If you're using the paid version, it will protect you against malware, similar to like an antivirus software. But if you don't have it and you do get infected, you can still use the free version to remove the infection. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where to download it. And what you do is you just go to malwarebytes.com, and right on the main page you can quickly download the free version. Now, I'm going to talk about the free version right now, but we'll get into the paid version later. So as you can see, you just click download, and it is a real quick and simple setup. You just save the file. Remember where you saved it. Fortunately in Chrome it does come right up here in the bottom. It takes roughly 10 seconds to download. And once it's downloaded, you can simply run it. Just click yes. Select your language. We'll be using English, obviously. Click OK, and then agree and install. And it's a fairly lightweight program. Fairly small in size, but it does quite a bit. Now once you install it, it should start right up, right after you click finish. And immediately goes right to this screen with that, the standard dashboard. Now when you download the free version, they do give you a 14-day trial of the real-time protection, which is included in the full version. So as you can see, it's scanning for updates and downloading right here. Now I'm not going to run a scan right now, but we'll get to that in a second. But as you can see over here on the right side of the dashboard, I'll lose these features in 13 days if I don't upgrade. The web protection, as you can see, is on. Exploit protection is on. Malware protection is on. Ransomware protection is on. Since I had just installed this, obviously I haven't run a scan, but it will tell you when you ran the scan. Tells you when your scheduled scans are. As you can see, it's currently updated. And then your protection history down here in this form. So moving on, I'm going to show you the different types of scans that you can do. The threat scan is the most comprehensive. It runs through every part of the computer to see, where malware or ransomware could possibly be hiding. Custom scan, you can set up, different parts of the memory or registry, different folders, just so you can do a quick scan, maybe twice a week, and then on a monthly basis do a threat scan. Hyperscan just checks, as you can see, quickly checks the memory and startup options or objects for active malware threats. I'll go ahead and run a hyperscan right now. As you can see, the scan is complete, and it took 33 seconds. Scanned a little over 3,000 items, no threats, or nothing quarantined. If it did find something, it would throw it into this quarantine folder, and then from here you can delete them or restore them if you choose. Scan reports, just shows exactly what we just went through, a little bit more detail. So what OS we're using, CPU, file system type, name of my computer, type of scan, shows what was enabled and disabled during the scan. So as you can see, with the hyperscan, it doesn't cover everything. Now this is where you can get into some fun stuff. The settings, it's fairly granular. So I like this. Automatically download and install application component updates. That's something you always want to do with virus and malware protection. It shows the impact of scans on the system. Manual scans have a high priority and will finish more quickly. Lower the priority of manual scans to improve multitasking. Usually if I'm running a scan, I'm not going to do anything else while I'm doing it. I'm just going to run it and then walk away from the computer. They recommend not to capture, not to collect the event log data. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could turn that on. It'd be a lot to go through, but if you found an issue, or you suspect that you have something, maybe turn it on for like a one-time scan and then turn it back off at the end. If you're using a proxy server in the application tab, you can enter that here. And then you can also limit the user access, so if you just want the administrator to be able to run that, you can do that here. I'll go on to protection. The defaults are everything on, with the exception of scan for rootkits, because they do have another product that is specifically for rootkits, which I already have installed on my computer. But you can definitely turn that on, which I would do, and I like to keep that on. Automatic updates are on. Checks for updates every hour. So they are pretty, they're on top of what's going on with malware, and they really do try and get it to you as fast as they find out. Malware really changes rapidly, and it's good to have a company like Malwarebytes on top of it and really pushing those updates out. And obviously we don't want to delay real-time protection when Malwarebytes starts. Keep everything going so that you're protected as much as you can be. Scan schedule. You can set up a schedule based on when what works best for you to scan the computer. Obviously, the computer must be on. If you're going to keep it on all night, it's good to test it, sometime at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, when nobody else is going to be touching the computer. And when you can quarantine all the threats automatically, so if you're doing it, when you're not at the computer, it really automates some of the some of these processes that you might go through manually. Also scanning for rootkits. I'm going to turn that on so that I don't miss it. If you want to exclude any folders or files, you can do that in this section here. Generally, I don't like to exclude anything just because You never know where that stuff's going to hide out. Now, the My Account, that's where you can manage your license and your subscription. They do sell a 1-year or 2-year subscription. Depending on how many computers you want to use it for, like for home use, you can use it up to 10, but the price goes up as you include more devices. For 2 devices, it's like they're running a sale right now for about $75 for 2 years. It's well worth it, just so you have all of your data secure. Some reasons why to go premium. I like their slideshow here. As we've already gone through, they block malware attacks automatically, stop ransomware from locking your files, protect you from malicious websites when you're browsing, detect spyware before it can steal your identity. It's all pretty important stuff. Some more things that are included in the premium version. All these notifications if malware is being blocked, if websites are blocked and why they're being blocked. Sometimes you go to a website that maybe like you go to Time magazine to read something and somebody has spoofed the site. It'll tell you that, it'll tell you why it's been blocked, even though it looks like a legitimate site. If your protection is up to date, it will notify you. Also, if your license needs to be renewed. With premium, you can, we already went over the customizing your scan schedule. So it makes it a lot. It makes it kind of like a set it and forget it type of program. If you really wanted to automate it and have it quarantine and delete suspicious files. I like to be a little more involved with the decision making, because sometimes you'll download some software and it's legitimate software, but it's maybe a beta version, and Malwarebytes might think that it's a virus or malware. So if you don't automatically delete it, you can make the decision yourself what to keep and what to delete. So that's pretty much it as far as the program. I highly recommend that you get this program, to protect yourself from malware, and also keep a copy on a thumb drive, as you can, if you do get infected, and you might have to boot up in safe mode and run it from a thumb drive, just run the scan. So hope you've enjoyed the tutorial and run through of Malwarebytes, and we'll see you next time.